The buzz around Dylan Wang and Shin has been electric lately, hasn't it? If you're a fan of their undeniable chemistry, you're probably as thrilled as I am about the whispers surrounding the in Season 3. The beloved Chinese variety show, known for its cozy vibes and heartwarming guest interactions, might just bring back our favorite on-screen duo. Let's dive into the tease, the speculation, and what makes this potential reunion so exciting, while keeping things fun and interactive for you to imagine yourself right in the middle of it all. Picture this. You're sitting in a quaint countryside inn, the kind with creaky wooden floors and lanterns casting a warm glow. The air smells faintly of jasmine tea, and outside, the stars are starting to peek through the dusk. Now, imagine Dylan Wang, with his signature smirk and effortless charm, walking through the door, followed by Shin, her bright smile lighting up the room. The two of them together, bantering like old friends, instantly feels like a scene from Meteor Garden. Except this time, it's real life, or at least as real as a variety show gets. This is the magic the inn promises, and the tease about Season 3 has fans buzzing with anticipation. Want to feel like you're there? Close your eyes for a second and picture yourself as a guest at the inn. What's the first thing you'd say to Dylan or Shin if you bumped into them at the front desk? The rumor mill started churning when Hunan TV dropped hints about the in Season 3 earlier this year. A post from a fan page on social media, specifically Daishin Philippines, mentioned that the network was already sharing updates about the new season, with subtle nods to Dylan and Shin possible participation. No official confirmation yet, but the mere suggestion has sent the Daishin fandom into a frenzy. If you're on X, you've probably seen the hashtags, #DaishinForever, #DylanWangShinYue, #TheNS3, trending as fans share clips from Meteor Garden and the in Season 2, reminiscing about the duo's playful chemistry. Want to join the hype? Search those hashtags on X right now, and tell me in your mind, which fan edit made you smile the most? Let's rewind a bit to why Dylan and Shin are such a big deal. Back in 2018, Meteor Garden took the world by storm, reintroducing the classic boys over flower story to a new generation. Dylan, as the brooding yet passionate Dao Mingxi, and Shin as the spunky Dong Shankai, had sparks flying from their first scene together. Their chemistry wasn't just on-screen magic. It felt real, raw, and relatable. Fans couldn't get enough of their push-and-pull dynamic, those stolen glances, and, of course, the iconic kiss scenes that still live rent-free in our heads. If you watched Meteor Garden, pause for a moment. Which scene between Dao Mingxi and Shankai is your favorite? Maybe the Ferris wheel moment or the rainy confession. Let that memory simmer as we talk about their next chapter. Fast forward to 2019, and the duo reunited for the in Season 2, a show where celebrities run a guest house, welcoming travelers and cooking meals while juggling lighthearted challenges. The setting was perfect for Dylan and Shin to showcase their real-life dynamic. Remember that episode where they were playfully fighting over how to make the beds? Dylan would tease Shin, picking her up and spinning her around, while she'd fire back with her quick wit. It was pure, unscripted gold. Fans ate it up, flooding comment sections with "they're so cute together," and "just stayed already." If you haven't seen those episodes, imagine yourself as a guest watching them bicker over who's better at folding sheets. Who'd you root for? Dylan's chaotic energy or Shin meticulous charm? Now, the tease for the in Season 3 has us wondering, will we get more of that Daishin magic? The show's format thrives on camaraderie, and Dylan and Shin have proven they can deliver that in spades. But here's where it gets juicy. There's more than just fan excitement at play. The internet is buzzing with speculation about their personal lives, too. Some sources, like a post on sealdrama.com, claim Dylan and Shin tied the knot in 2025, describing a private wedding in Hainan with handwritten vows and a tearful ceremony. Others, like ITCH insist they're just friends, emphasizing their platonic bond despite the on-screen sparks. The truth? Well, Dylan and Shin have always been private, rarely addressing rumors head-on. What do you think? Are they just friends with killer chemistry? Or is there something more? Imagine you're a journalist at a press event for the in Season 3. What question would you ask them to get the real scoop? Let's talk about what the in Season 3 could look like. The show has always been about creating a homey atmosphere, with celebrities tackling tasks like cooking, cleaning, and entertaining guests. Picture Dylan trying to whip up a fancy dish to impress Shin, only to accidentally set off the smoke alarm. Or Shin organizing a game night for guests, roping Dylan into a charades match that ends in laughter and chaos. The show's charm lies in its simplicity. It's not about grand gestures but small, authentic moments. If you were a producer, what kind of activity would you design for Dylan and Shin to do together? Maybe a cooking competition where they have to make each other's favorite dish? Or a stargazing segment where they share stories under the night sky? The timing of this tease is interesting, too. Dylan's career is on fire, with recent projects like Love Between Fairy and Devil cementing his status as a leading man. Shin, meanwhile, has been winning hearts with roles in dramas like A Love So Beautiful. Both are busy, yet the prospect of them carving out time for the in-season 3 feels like a gift to fans. Hunan TV's updates suggest filming might happen in the third or fourth quarter of 2025, which gives us just enough time to speculate wildly. Want to make a prediction? If they do join the show, what's one moment you'd love to see? Maybe a heartfelt conversation by a fireplace or a silly prank war that leaves everyone in stitches. Of course, we can't ignore the elephant in the room, the relationship rumors. While some fans are convinced Dylan and Shinyu are married, cue the swooning over that Hainan wedding story. Others point to reports from 2020 and 2022 about Dylan being spotted with a mysterious girlfriend. A post on cpophome.com mentioned him walking hand-in-hand with someone who wasn't Shinyu, suggesting a stable, long-term relationship. Yet, the Daishin fandom remains undeterred, clinging to every shared glance and playful moment. It's a classic case of fans seeing what they want to see, and honestly, who can blame them? Their chemistry is the stuff of legend. If you were a guest at the inn, casually overhearing Dylan and Shinyu joking about their shippers, what would you say to nudge them into spilling the tea? Here's a fun thought experiment. Let's say the in-season 3 happens, and you're invited as a guest. You arrive at the inn, a charming spot nestled in, say, Yunan's rolling hills. Dylan greets you with a playful, welcome, don't expect 5-star service, while Shinyu hands you a cup of tea, teasing him for scaring the guests. Over dinner, they share stories about filming Meteor Garden, maybe even reenacting a scene for fun. What question would you ask them about their time working together? Or, if you're feeling bold, would you dare them to recreate the Meteor Garden Ferris wheel scene right there at the inn? The lack of official confirmation keeps us on our toes, but that's part of the fun. Hunan TV's cryptic updates, combined with fan speculation, make the in-season 3 one of the most anticipated shows of 2025. Whether Dylan and Shinyu are just friends or something more, their dynamic is a draw like no other. Their ability to make us laugh, swoon, and root for them, whether as Daomingsi and Shankai or as themselves, is what keeps the Daishin fandom alive. So let's keep the vibe going. If you could send a message to Dylan and Shinyu right now, what would you say? Maybe a thank you for the memories or a plea for more in moments. As we wait for more news, let's keep the excitement alive. Check X for the latest fan theories, rewatch the in-season 2 for those heart-fluttering Daishin moments, or drop into the comments of a fan page to share your hopes for season 3. The tease is just the beginning. Who knows what surprises Dylan, Wang, and Shinyu have in store? One thing's for sure. If they're back at the inn, we're all checking in.